everyone, I'm Chantal from Fore Yoga. Today I'm offering a short yoga sequence that will help you feel a little bit more ease into the back of the legs, so your hamstrings, as well as some relief in the spine because we'll be doing some gentle twists and some core work, but in a very slow way. So for those of you that have lower back issues, for example, that may be a good sequence to do because we'll be alternating between stretches and working a little bit the core. So as always, breathe deeply, move slowly, and simply listen to your body. So all you need is a mat, and we'll start right away lying on our back. So the first thing, we'll check that we're comfortable lying here with the feet on the floor. And just taking a moment to notice how the lower back is feeling today. Then taking a nice long deep breath in. Sigh it out through your mouth. Then taking another nice deep breath in. Exhaling both knees towards the chest, hands on your knees. And see if you can feel a gentle lengthening here happening in the lower back. As we inhale, we'll let the knees flow away from the chest. Hands remain on your knees. As you exhale, knees will flow towards the chest. And we'll simply do this for a few more rounds of breath at your own rhythm. And noticing what happens in the lower back as we alternate from an inhalation and an exhalation. So as we inhale, you may feel the gentle curve in the lower back, so the lumbar curve happening. And as we exhale, then the lower back tends to flatten towards the mat. So just a couple of more breaths here. Checking in that your shoulders, your neck, and jaw are still nice and relaxed. Then the next time that your knees are towards your chest, we'll bring the arms on the floor away from the body and aim to have your knees above your hips, forming about a 90-degree angle with the legs. The ankles are dorsiflexed, and flatten your lower back onto the mat. So our goal here is to keep the lower back on the mat. Taking a nice breath in, as we exhale, the knees will flow towards the right, but just a little bit because we want that left shoulder to remain on the floor. Inhale, come on back to center. And exhale, let your knees flow towards the other side. And again, for a few more breaths at your own rhythm, every time we inhale, we're back to our center. And every time we exhale, the knees flow to one side. And not so deep that gravity takes over and suddenly you find yourself completely rolling to the side. Let's try to make this movement slow and short so we can feel the stability that our core is providing here and how it helps us come back to center. So it's a little bit of awareness work at the same time as we're building strength in the core. Notice if your neck is doing a lot of work here. It's normal for some people to want to use the neck when they do core work. So you may want to move your head a little bit side to side just to check in. And let's do one more on each side together. Good. Now coming back to our center and placing the feet back onto the floor, extending the legs out and dorsiflexing our ankles. Your arms will come by the side of your body. And see if you can activate the body against the floor so you're feeling your legs pressing down as well as your shoulder blades and the back of your head a little bit. Then inhaling your arms all the way towards the back wall. A nice extension here for the body from your heels to your fingertips. Exhale your right knee towards your chest, hands on your knee. So here I'm giving you the option of maybe bending your left knee if you prefer, if it's more comfortable for your back. And let's stay here, relaxing the shoulders down and feeling a nice lengthening happening in the back, specifically on the right side here. Then your left hand will remain on your knee, right arm away from you on the floor. You're going to take a nice breath in, and as you exhale, let your knee flow towards the left. So we're doing an extended supine twist here. Your head may turn naturally towards the right, so let it happen. And see if you can keep the right shoulder blade down on the floor. So again, go into a twist where the body is at ease and where you're not feeling that everything is pulling you in different directions. Take a nice deep breath here. And as we exhale, we slowly come back to center, placing our hands behind the right thigh. Then we'll dorsiflex the right ankle. Inhaling, lifting the heel up towards the ceiling. And as we exhale, we point the toes and bend the knee. So now we're going to gently stretch the hamstring. Inhale, rise the heel up, extending the leg up. And exhale, pointing the toes and bending the knee. If reaching behind the thigh is a little bit challenging, again, you could bend your left knee if you want, so the foot is on the floor. You could also use a towel behind the right thigh as opposed to your hands, so it could be an extension for the arms. So let's do a couple more cycles here. We point and we bend the knee. Inhale, lifting the heel nice and high. Exhale, bending the knee. And let's do one last one. Inhale, rise up, and we'll keep the leg up there. Arms relaxed on the floor. See if you can take a nice deep breath, maybe extending that right leg a little bit more. And as we exhale, we go back into the twist with the leg extended. Don't let gravity take you too deep into the twist. We want that right shoulder to remain nice and quiet on the floor. Maybe turning your head towards the right as well. So now there's a good stretch possibly in the glutes, the IT band, maybe in the hamstring, depending on where you hold your tension. Then inhale, come on back to center. And as you exhale, bend the knee, hands on your knee again, and give yourself a little bit of a hug. Then inhale, extend your leg down, arms go back, a full extension of the body here. Exhale, left knee to chest. And we'll take a moment here just to pause to make sure that our neck, shoulders are still nice and easy, and feeling what's going on in the left hip and the lower back. Then right hand will remain on your knee, left arm on the floor away from you. Take a nice breath in. And as you exhale, let your knee flow towards the right. So it's our supine twist once again on the other side. Maybe turning your head towards the left. And just taking a couple of nice deep breaths here. And on our next inhalation, let's come back to our center. Hands behind your thigh. Dorsiflex your ankle and guide your heel towards the ceiling. Take a moment to pause and feel what's going on in the back of the left leg now. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, point the toes and bend the knees. So now we are stretching the back of the left leg. Inhale, rise up through your heel. Exhale, point the toes and bend the knee. And let's do a few more cycles here at your own rhythm, alternating from an extension to a flexion. And again, option to place your right foot on the floor if you wish. And one last one. Inhale, rise up through the heel, and then we'll stay here. Keep your leg where it is. Release your arms on the floor. Take a nice deep breath in, and as you exhale, we are now going into the twist, but with the leg extended. And here the tendency is for the left shoulder to want to lift a bit. If so, come back from the twist, right? Stay in a place of ease and comfort. Maybe turning the head to the left. A breath or two here. Then inhale, slowly come on back. As you exhale, bend the knee, hands on your knee, give yourself a little hug, and then extend your leg out, arms away from the body, and take a moment to pause here, just to feel. Then let's bring the feet back onto the mat. And then we'll extend both legs up. So take a moment to make sure that you feel that your lower back is flattening onto the mat. And your legs don't need to be fully straight. You can have a little bit of a bend if you wish. And then bring your arms up as well. So here our goal is to keep the lower back on the mat. We'll take a nice breath in. And as we exhale, we'll let the left leg lower down a little bit and the right arm lower down. So let's not go too deep for the first one. Feel what's going on in the core. Make sure the lower back is still on the mat and then come back. As you exhale, right leg goes down a bit, left arm goes down. So we're alternating leg and arm, which gives a little bit of a test for our brain as well. And then we'll alternate this way at your own rhythm. If you feel capable, without lifting the lower back, to lower the leg, hovering it over the floor as well as the arm, go ahead. But remember that the goal here is to build a little bit of strength in the core without creating too much tension. So stay within a range that feels nice to your body and to your lower back specifically. So if your lower back is popping off the mat a little bit, it's an indication that you may be going too deep into the movement. And just continue breathing at your own rhythm here. As we exhale, slowly come back to center. So breathe in a way that actually feels natural for you as you continue building strength. One more on each side. So having a strong core helps us have a better posture and avoids, in some cases, having back issues. Good. Come back, both legs and arms up. Take a nice breath here. And as you exhale, bend both knees, hands on your knees. And let's rock a little bit side to side. As you rock side to side, see if you can maybe create circles as well, just to massage. And then let's place the feet back onto the floor and extend the legs out. Dorsiflex your ankles. And then inhale your arms all the way towards the back. A nice extension for the body once again. As you exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest, hands on your knee. And if it feels good, lift your shoulders and head off the mat at the same time. Inhale, extend the leg down, arms go back. And as you exhale, bring the left knee towards your chest and maybe lifting the shoulders and the head off the mat. One more time on each side. Use the inhalation to feel a nice lengthening of the body. And exhale. Inhale, extend. And exhale. Then we'll do one more time. A nice inhalation here, arms back. As you exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest, and this time your hands go behind the thigh once again. Dorsiflex the ankles, guide your heel towards the ceiling. Take a nice breath here. And as you exhale, maybe lift your shoulders and head off the mat. Maybe slide your hands a bit and a gentle hamstring stretch here. Maybe you feel this in your calf as well. Take a nice breath. Exhale, slowly lower down. Bend the knee. Give yourself a nice little hug. Inhale, extend your leg down. Arms go all the way back, and let's do the other side. Exhale, left knee to chest, hands behind your thigh. Flexing the ankle, guiding the heel nice and high. Take a nice breath. And as you exhale, maybe lifting the shoulders and head off the mat and bringing the leg a little closer to the chest. A nice breath here. And exhale, slowly release. And extend your leg out completely with your arms away from the body. Take a moment to pause and feel here. Then bending our knees, feet on the floor, about mat width apart. We'll take a nice breath in, and as we exhale, we'll let the knees flow towards the right as our head goes towards the left. And then simply alternating side to side here at your own rhythm. If it feels better to linger on one side for a couple of breaths for you, go ahead and do that. So we're simply releasing tension here in the lower back if there is any, as well as working on the internal and external rotation of the hips. So this should feel quite nice. Try not to use any force. Good, and then coming back to your center, take a moment with your feet on the floor just to notice once again how your lower back is feeling. And then from here, we'll take a nice long deep breath in, sigh it out through your mouth. And if you have time, you could stay here breathing as long as you wish. And I want to take this opportunity to thank you for joining me today. If you want to feel better, live better, and play better, please subscribe. Thanks for watching.